So, welcome back everyone. It's been probably about a week since I was recording my summer run, so I've just got to familiarise myself again a little bit with where we're up to and what we're doing. So we came down from the mountain, grabbed all the loot off the summit, we've come into this cave and hit our save point, but we still need to get warm, we still need to recover a heap of condition and eat food. It's getting to the end of the day and into the night here. So I'm not as exhausted as I probably would like to be, I think. So what we might do, I'm just trying to think if I would eat now and just pass some time for a while. Well, those crackers are reasonably low condition. What we might do is just eat a little bit of our crackers. Eat half our crackers just to get a little bit of energy. And either see if we've maybe got a book. We might read a book. That's probably a good use of our time to get a little bit more tired. I'll probably just fit it in before it gets dark in here. Let's see how we go. Maybe just read for one more if it will let us. Okay, well, I think it's dark enough that it probably wouldn't let us do it again. Okay. Now, is there anything else useful we could do? I don't think it will really let us repair any clothing in this sort of darkness. We don't need a lot of repair going on. I'd like to be a little bit more exhausted. Oh, we are warm and not losing condition from being cold, so we might just step outside and see if we can find a rabbit or collect some more sticks or something.
Damn it. So
Oops. So we've a little bit out of practice, I feel. We're trying to do the recording and playing again at the same time. Hoping everyone has been enjoying the episodes up till now. The last episode was, probably one of my, I always like doing the summit, so that was probably, one of my favourite ones to do. Seems there's been a decent amount of people starting to watch the videos, and a few subscribers, etc. People commenting on the videos, which is nice. Alright, well, we're not a hell of a lot more tired, but at least it occupied our time for a little bit. We are now going to be overweight because we got a bunch of sticks, but you know me, I like having lots of sticks lying around in places you might need them. So I think we probably will just try and sleep now for our good 10 hours and see how we go. So we'll probably eat. We're completely out of cattails, so we've got no more of those to eat. But I think we'll eat the big pack of crackers. And I'll need the little short pack of crackers. I know we've got all these other cans we need to get through. Actually, I might try the... Oh, we can sleep it off, but I'll try the Rusty Pinnacle peaches. 10%. We could get food poisoning. We got nothing. Pinnacle peaches for the win. So... drink some water. We have to pick up all our stuff before we leave here as well, so we've got to make some decisions. So we can't forget that when we wake up, because we need our hatchet, we need our wood, we need all of these things. How do I make sure I get that out of the way so we can definitely see it and not forget it in the morning? Excellent. Okay, so let's try for 10 hours and... oh, hang on. I believe this is what we should have done, actually. Some of you were probably just screaming into the screen then. Drink your tea. Right, so we should be able to get some improved rest. Give us maximum condition recovery. So 10 hours. We'll see you on the other side. Yeah, I don't think we got the full 10 hours because we do still have some hydration, so it's only just coming up to dawn, but you know, we've probably recovered
anything
maybe 25-30% condition at max. That's great. We've still got a little bit of calories. It's probably still freezing cold outside, so I might take this opportunity.
Snow with the hypothermia.
Oh, hang on. Complaining about drinking. We should probably sort that out. And quickly research for another hour. Probably just enough to read for one more hour. Excellent. So, pick up our bedroll. It would be good to finish reading that book, I feel. We wouldn't have enough calories to get through another hour of reading that, but it'd be good to be able to drop that half a kilo and give us room to make sure we pick some other stuff up, because we have a rope climb ahead of us. You know what, I think I'm actually going to finish that book off, but I'm going to also drink this instead of using my food, because that will also save a little bit of weight. Yeah, I feel like that's a good investment. One more hour.
Oh, I could eat anything right now.
Excellent. We live in our fire area. We'll keep it on us for the moment. I feel like we'll drop it in a second when we pick up our main stuff. Oh, we have another.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Another. Come on, Cole. Get an improvised knife. Place that there. So we are actually overweight by picking up those things. Probably is a good idea to drop that.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Okay, so we're carrying about... I don't think we really need to bother keeping this, and that's a kilogram. I think we'll just harvest that. There's no point keeping an extra one of those around.
I need something to eat.
That's getting us a lot closer. I will keep that. Probably just keep hold of those for the moment. Doubt we're going to really need that, and that's half a kilogram. So now we're back below weight. We've got all our main things. Drink that piece of water. Oh yeah, you. Half a litre. Just over. Yeah, maybe we'll drop a stick or two. Don't mind leaving some of this stuff up here in case we come back. How many pieces of coal? We've got some coal on us. Save the weight with that. But we're going to probably step outside and check the weather. Still coldish out, but it's sunny. I think we might take the opportunity to try and peek over the edge and see if we're going to make our descent down this way. Oh, it's cold in that wind. Oh, hey Mr. Wolf, you're right there. And dead bunny rabbits everywhere. I don't think we'll climb down just yet. We'd have to fire off a flare straight away at him. So let's just take a quick look over here. See if we can't find something useful to occupy us. Just until the wolf starts to go away. See a rabbit over there maybe? I did see a rabbit over there. Now it's a sunny day. We might consider trying to start a magnifying glass fire. I believe we have a magnifying glass.
So cold. So cold. I'm on fire.
Okay, let's just get ourselves a little bit warm. As always, we'll just put a little bit of something on just to use our time while we harvest up some breakfast, maybe? Yeah. Cook the big piece. Just drop that other piece on the ground. So, still quite windy out. It's not the warmest still. 36. I feel like we pull the skin off. Probably, let's take that for the moment and drop it. Cook another litre. I won't put the other piece on just yet because it won't take very long. Pull the hide off. 14 minutes left. Just chuck another stick on there or two. Nine minutes till boil, 24 minutes. Pull a couple of those just for the hell of it. Not sure I would bother keeping anything going there. Oh, I didn't drop the other piece of food. Yeah, let's head back to our cave. Sounds quite wolfy down there. So what I'm hoping to do is just spend a little bit of time gathering cattails down in the little basin once we make this rope climb. Hopefully we don't get weathered in and have too hard a time of it, but I would try and spend a little bit of time down there gathering stuff and then try and head back to the mountain here. So, it's gotten a bit late in the day, so I'm not sure if we will 100% be able to do it. But we can always stay in an extra cave if we can make the second rope climb, so just going to duck in here. I'll drop the guts, but I might bring the rabbit pelt with me. If we never come back and get that, that's probably okay, but it's, you know, it might be a nice surprise for us, I think. I'm actually going to eat both these pieces of rabbit. Don't want the smell on me when I make this climb. I probably will pick up. Does that keep us? Does make us quite heavy, but I think it's okay. That just takes us almost over the edge. I just want to be just under 30. Don't really need quite that much water, I don't think. Again, a nice surprise for us if we came back, but we just made use of the fire grabbing it. I'll grab a few more sticks because I might need these just for some fire lighting. And if we get stuck down there, it can get pretty nasty with the weather, so... Alright, let's look over the rope edge again and see if that wolf isn't right in the way. Oh, I can already see him over up on that little rise. Now, how are we off? One rock. Still underweight. So he does come pretty close to where we come down. So the trick is, do we wait for him to make a bit more of a circuit? Yeah, I think we just make our way down and crouch to hide. So we crouch straight away, but I'm also going to get out the distress pistol, make sure it's loaded. We could also light a fire to try and deter him. We might do if we get enough notice, but if we get sprung, because it is a bit of a blind rise, this one, so just want to get a bead on him before I make my next move. Yeah, he's going that way, so definitely no decoys. Cool. So there's some crates over there that can have some stuff, I think, but we won't worry about them for the moment. We're just going to do our thing. Again, grab some sticks. Keep an eye out for the bear. Yeah, we might grab that rabbit later on. But it's going to get cold now, so I'm just going to try and get myself into this little cave over here. Warm up, think about what we're going to do next. I think I've actually made a little bit of a mistake as well. I actually think I probably needed to bring... I don't think that climb down there has a rope, which is... There's other ways to get down, but if you want to get back up here, you know, you're going to be a little bit hamstrung. So... I think what I'm going to try and do... is I'm going to drop... quite a lot of weight. Yeah, I think we're going to climb up there and grab one of those ropes. But I do want to be a little bit more rested for that. Just going to drop all these hides, even though they don't need curing. I just don't really want the extra weight for the fatigue. I'm going to drop these couple things. Don't think I want to use... Oh, I could... No. What we'll do is sleep for... Try to sleep for 3 hours. And see if the weather's still good enough to make that climb back up and grab that rope. So the wolf is still there. Let's grab a few of these while we just because I can't resist cattails. Just trying to keep a watch on where the wolf is moving. When he heads back through his pattern, we'll try and sneak past him very quickly. Just waiting for him to poke his head out. See if I can get up on this rock, just get a bit of a better view. Oh, was there two just there, or did he very quickly make a circuit back around? Because I can see one further away, and I thought our wolf was a lot closer. As in just behind this rise. I can hear them. Maybe it's just the one and I was mistaken. Yep, into a headwind.
Great. On my feet.
Right. Okay. We won't go grab the rope just yet. We'll just duck in here and get ourselves warm. See, I had forgotten I needed to probably make a double trip to get all the stuff down there and get the rope as well, but I think it's a pretty common thing to have to do. Just, you know, if you want to set that rope out, you need to drop a bit of weight. So we needed to, it wasn't a wasted thing to go down there and come back. We wouldn't have been able to carry it anyway, so we'll drink some of the water we left behind. Now, once again, not as exhausted as I want to be to get a good night's sleep, but I do want to get a little bit warm before we do some other stuff. What I might do, it's kind of bright in this cave, so just double check if we can find any more good stuff. Now, we didn't bring either the hacksaw or our hatchet because we left it behind for weight, and sometimes there's logs in here that you can maybe chop up. I think you need light, actual light, to do it, so we're probably not missing that opportunity. Hopefully this isn't too dark or too badly compressed for everyone on the video. Seem to recall we came through here in a bit of a hurry in the first run through, as we were trying to summit really quickly. So there's a chance there's some stuff to find in here that we didn't see. We also didn't bring our lantern, but we've got some torches if it got dark on us all of a sudden. Guess that would be a bit of a trap. Now, we checked all these on the way through. There might be some coal or some other goodies to find that we didn't pick up. There's a piece of coal. And another piece. This is probably the way out. Looks like the way out. Not really much to be found through this way. So Hinterland's put out a extra update to their dev diary just the other day, for me just the other day, and a couple of notable things on there. Sounds like they were going to bring a revolver to the game, and I'm not sure what that means for Interloper. I assume it wouldn't appear in there, but maybe in the lower difficulty playthroughs. So I'm not sure if it's something I would end up playing with too much. It'd pop up in story mode, I guess, and I'll play a little bit just to see what it's like. But they did mention some other stuff for the roadmap, and one of the things of interest to me was talking about maybe updating the some of the AI, although that might just have been in one of the mailbags, that might not have been in the dev diary. Updating the AI of the animals, etc. Maybe make the wolves a little bit more different behaved, a bit more natural behaving. That would be interesting. And the bigger one for me was they said they were going to be fixing or revisiting sprains. So for those who've been following along at home, you probably guessed that I'm not a fan of how that works at the moment. It tends to just be a little bit random and seems to be quite bugged at different times, but yeah. So once again, we're still not super exhausted, but we are warm currently. Just going to have a quick look out here in the cold and see if there's maybe another rabbit we can have for dinner. I don't seem to recall seeing rabbits down this direction, but there's plenty of things I don't know about this game. I never seem to see them up here, and we might have got the only one that was going to turn up here. Yeah, it doesn't look promising. Actually, while we're warm, we'll just grab that rope now. Just so we can move quickly in the morning if we want. Oh, hey, it's a good thing we turned around. We just found a magical rabbit that just appeared. Watch me pull this rabbit out of my hat. Or watch me pull a hat out of this rabbit later. Because at some point I definitely will build the rabbit hat. Alright, we can sprint. We should actually sprint to try and tire ourselves out a bit more anyway. Okay. Alright. Oh, sounds like some weather might be rolling in. I'm just gonna drop that rope right there. We should be able to see that on the way out. Okay, so put a kilo off there. Yeah, let's just do the lot, get nice and tired.
I'm tired.
Drop the pelt. We might remember to pick it up tomorrow. And light our fire, cook our rabbit, drink our tea, and sleep for a second night. Get back some more condition again,
Come on.
which is probably a good thing if we're going to be sort of skirting some wolves that might accidentally attack us. You know, we might have more of a chance of surviving. So just the one piece of rabbit. That's only going to be 483 calories. I wonder if we dare try and cook those last pair of Dodgy Pinnacle Peaches and rolled the dice. We have antibiotics. We should be able to ride it out. Let us see if cooking them makes them a little bit more safe potentially. But they, they are red. They're 8%. This is a real gamble, I would think. But don't know if we have the condition to gamble on that though. But don't really know how that works out, to be honest. So you get food poisoning, drink your reishi tea. Takes 10 hours, I think, to recover. But do you lose condition in that 10 hours, and can we die? Well, I think with this run especially, there's some things I do want to achieve, but there's a couple of risks I'm willing to take just to see what happens. And now we've done more of the interesting things, I think I will take a gamble and just see if we can ride that out. We're close to finishing this run and needing to start a new one anyway. So we'll just move that over somewhere where it'll let us drop it and let it keep warm. I don't think we'll put the water. We won't put water on because I think we're okay for the water for the moment. We've got that stuff there. We'll just get this cooked and eat it up. No more crafting I can do. Pull a couple of torches out of that maybe, but. Even if we just leave a couple here and don't want the weight. Okay, past time. Eat the rabbit. Alright, it's 8%. It's hot. Do we get food poisoning? We did not get food poisoning. I'm not sure if that's a sign of how that normally goes, or if we just got lucky on the dice roll. But yeah, so I didn't mean to drink that. I actually wanted to drink one of my teas. We'll drink it anyway, not for the hydration, but for the improved rest. And let's just go sleep next to the stinky guts. Why not? Right, 10 hours sleep, here we come. Drink. Pick that up. Grab some more coal. Yeah, maybe we'll bring the extra distress pistol. We still had our other one, but we'll bring that back. That one we haven't read. We're 23 kilos. We'll have 5 for the rope. I think I'm okay with that. That can stay. Alright, let's see what the weather's doing. It's okay for what we need to do. Just checking we're not carrying anything potentially stinky. Okay. Let's see what the wolf situation is. Going to go the other side. Do not see the wolf. I feel like I hear the wolf though. Don't want to get too close to that edge. We'll make the climb. Let's get this out. I felt like I heard something creeping around up there, but it could have been a rabbit running somewhere. Alright. Make sure we've definitely got the right distress pistol. It'd be quite distressing, pun intended, if you got the one out that didn't have any bullets. I'm not sure if the game can do things like that to you, but wouldn't that be a terrible thing now that we picked up the other one? Don't think the wolf is around today. Touch wood. Okay, so obviously we got cold real quick. So the rope is out. We're not going to use it yet because we want to go get more of our stuff. What's the temperature? Oh, it's quite cold, isn't it? I think these are just wood boxes on Interloper. You can break them down and maybe there's stuff in it, but we don't want to spend that time while we're freezing, that's for sure. So there's lots of birch, there was a maple up there, there's a few bits and pieces that are worth coming back to this area for. I don't think I'll get them right yet because I think we'll be fairly heavy with all our furs and things, so I don't think I'll muck around with them at this point, but that's why I like to string the ropes out. And there's another rope we need to deploy further down, but I have a plan for that. And I do like to be able to revisit this area a little bit, because I probably don't get all the cattails in one go, because usually avoiding wolves, and there's some other good resources to come get. So yeah, we're back in here, we're getting a little bit warm. Drop a few more of those. Now, definitely want to warm up. I think I should warm up in a bed, passing time for a couple of hours maybe. So let's eat a couple of the cattails and pass time. I think we're going to have to pass time for an hour, but I don't think we'll get super warm in that time. Only just past halfway. Well, I remember. And I'll drop it, but we might pick it up in a few minutes anyway. Just going to pass time for one more hour. We're warm now. Pick up the sticks mainly just so I can pick up my other stuff. Okay, so we're heavy. I need to figure out what I want to drop. Drop a can. Drop the worst of those. Probably just drink a soda. Wash off some weight. And drop 5 sticks. That's okay. I'm fine leaving this other stuff here. We will likely come back and spend a little bit of time in this cave at some point if this run continues. I might just quickly grab these cattails over here. And then we'll look at making the next climb down. I think sometimes when people make the summit, they like to race down as fast as possible, but I kind of like taking the slow way around the back through this area. Oops, drop that. Yeah, I tend to find this quite a nice little spot to hang out. The weather can come in nasty, and you really have to hole up in that cave, and you got to be really careful about your fuel management and your wood situation, but if you've got that under control, it's actually pretty good up here. Once you've got the bow, it's a pretty good place because there's a few wolves to grab and deer, and the bear makes a bit of a journey. And once you got the ropes come out, it's kind of a little bit of a shortcut to get back to the summit, to a certain extent. Okay, so the wolves sound like they're out in force in the path ahead of us. So there's one just down there. He's sort of between us and where we need to get going to. So, and sometimes in my experience, I think this guy can be a little bit of a nasty one. That's got a bit further range than some of the others. But you know, we'll get down there now and see how we go. When he's not here, we can come and grab a whole bunch more cattails from up here as well, which will definitely be worth our while. No, he hasn't spied us yet from this distance, so we seem to still just be outside his threshold, so we're all good for the moment. This is another little nice area, especially on days when there's no wolf. There's a few more resources up here, so the birch, obviously the cattails, the rabbits. We are about to just start getting into hypothermic risk, but our cave that we're going to go into in a minute's up there, but we'll just duck quickly up here. But it's coming up here to check if there's anything good for us. Anything fun. Well, it's not very fun, but useful. We'll at least dump this in the cave. You can get a good bead on the wolf situation down there. So we can get down there and follow the path all the way back. And there is a jetty just in front of the hut. So that's where we're going to try and get to. I think the weather's about to try and come in and be unpleasant to us. So we'll get down to that cave. And getting down to the cave might just about be our episode for today. It might just be a slightly shorter one than normal. Not a terribly exciting episode, but we've recovered a bit of condition. We've made further steps to just getting down to where we need to be. Sorry, rabbit. I don't want that wolf up there to detect us, so I'm just going to sprint up here, drop that rabbit, quickly grab this one before we get too badly hypothermia risked. Now where did we drop it? Over here. Here we go. So yeah, we'll go inside this cave. We'll probably call it an episode, and oh, there's a nice sprain for us, so we're going to have to sleep that off anyway. We won't put medication into that and waste it. But yeah, we'll come inside the cave and call that an episode, and in the next one we'll get those bunnies sorted out and sleep and eat, or eat and sleep in that order. Yeah. Alright, well, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.